Joining me in the studio is Muktar Mohammed. Muktar, thank you so much. Pleasure to have you on the show today.
My pleasure also.
Let's first of all have you share your thoughts about this outgoing ceremony for Oscar Onyema. He's been at the exchange 13 years now, and he's done so many things, but the number one legacy that's been pointed to, tied to him, is the demutualization of the exchange. Your thoughts?
I think so. He has done so well. If you looked at 13 years of focused leadership, vision, driver, where the exchange was when he came in, at that time they had a lot of challenges. I remember at that time we had one of the most powerful NGS women in the Okereke Unyi.
I remember.
When she was out, people were saying that who can drive the exchange? And Oscar stepped into that big shoe, and I think you can't but help to say he has done very, very well. He not only created the Nigerian exchange group, he's built a holding company. He also have the exchange. He has also tried to introduce products. I think he can gladly say that he met the index at a threshold, and he has taken it to an all-time high before he's leaving. If you look at that, so
absolutely.
I think he has done very, very well. And like Obatide said, he's still very young. Hopefully,
yes, and we wish him all the best in his future endeavors. Let's quickly turn our attention to the market. The market is still digesting the MPC meeting outcome from yesterday. Of course, MPR was hiked to 24.75%. Now we know that usually when this happens, there's usually that exodus to higher yields at the fixed income market. So where does this leave the market now in terms of?
Unfortunately, it didn't happen like that today, because we saw the numbers of those stocks going high. We saw assets moving up, and maybe because of the result. At the time I was leaving, GTB is crossing the 50 Naira mark. Zenith was doing 44 Naira at the time I was leaving, before the close of the market. So normally when you see such things, you expect that there will be a drawback from the market.
Would this be a function of the bank's earnings season full year? We've seen Access Bank.
Yes, I think that's the game changer. Immediately that numbers came in, and this morning, people have been apprehensive about when the bank releasing their results, and all of a sudden that number came in, and it was a good dividend for investors.
That's Access Bank.
Yeah, Access Bank. It was a good dividend. Also,
180 kobo.
180 kobo. You look at profit after tax, almost 1 trillion, and out of that 1 trillion, about 660 billion was actually outside the revaluation of the currency that added almost 400 billion. So
because I was going to ask, what
so
extent?
yes, that's what the revaluation added almost 400 billion to that number. And also then you look at the earning per share, it's about 17 Naira. So it is it's mind-blowing for investors, and that shows that the stock still has a lot of promising. And not to forget that mostly their expansion drive have not brought in the numbers yet outside the shore of this country, those of this acquisition, and there's a lot of liquidity for more acquisitions.
So we can expect investors to continue to position themselves, of course, as the bank moves along. I'm afraid we're actually out of time, but thank you so much, Muktar, for talking to us. Always a pleasure to have you, and of course, come back soon to the studio.
Thank you.
Good to be with us, Muktar Mohammed, analyst at Assar Investments.